Well, welcome back. I have my free Panera coffee here, and I'm downtown, and I have just been to explore the Moon Pie store. Moon Pie was started in 1917, if I recall, from a group of coal miners who asked someone who was selling food to them for a snack that would be filling and still fit inside their lunchbox. And so that salesman went back to the bakery and asked the bakery to design something, and they came up with one of the single most unique snacks in the history of snacks. Now, this one's a little melted because I've been walking around downtown with it. And it's a double-decker, as you can see. This one is salted caramel on the top. Put that underneath my coffee. So Chattanooga is known primarily for three things. One is the Chattanooga Choo Choo, and the song that came out of that, "Pardon Me Boys," is that the Chattanooga Choo Choo. And the second is the Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Now, the Coca-Cola Company is from Atlanta, but they didn't want to have anything to do with bottling their product. They thought it was a waste of time. And so they turned everything over to a group from Chattanooga who had come up with this method. And I think they charged them $1. And so they came up with Coca-Cola bottling. And then the third is the Moon Pie. This is traditional Chattanooga food fare. This has a marshmallow center with a cookie on it with a glaze on the top and somewhat on the bottom. And they make them in vanilla and banana and chocolate. It's all different kinds of colors during the different times of the year. But this one, the salted caramel, is definitely my favorite. And even though Chattanooga is known for the Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the Moon Pie is traditionally associated with the RC Cola. I don't know whether it ranks anymore or even if they make RC Cola anymore, but for a time, if you went to town in the South, you had to have a Moon Pie and an RC. Today, it's a Moon Pie and a cup of coffee. It's still good. Chattanooga is known basically for three things that put it on the map. One is the Chattanooga Choo Choo and the song that came out of that, "Pardon Me Boys." So Chattanooga is known primarily for three things that put it on the map. One is the Chattanooga Choo Choo and the song that followed that. The other is, go back. I have been wanting to go to the Moon Pie store for some time now. It's downtown, not too far from the aquarium, up Broad Street, I think it is. And, it's just this little tiny place, but I've sort of put it off because I just get started back trying to eat decent, and I try to stay away from sugar. And today it was like, you just gotta go. So this is a lesson to new content creators on YouTube. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices for your art. Let me just pat myself on the back. This video is pretty straightforward. I didn't have any equipment with me except the little credit card phone holder that I use to sort of set my phone on shelves in the store. And I had envisioned doing my narration different places in the store like I did way back in the Buc-ee's video. But the store is really small and there were several shoppers in there. We would have been walking all over each other and they would have been in my shot. And I was trying not to get a lot of people in the shot. And so I made a conscious decision to leave the store, go get a cup of coffee at Panera, and do a stand-up monologue having the moon pie and the coffee. The problem was I couldn't find any place tall enough to hold the phone outside and still be out of the wind. And so I found this little alcove and I went there. The phone is way too low. I don't like that shot. I mean, occasionally if you want to put an emphasis shot in that's sort of short, you could do that, but I don't like to be towering over the phone. I don't mind looking up at the phone. I did a shot kind of like that on the video of the Jurassic Quest. I don't mind that shot at all. I think that kind of looks cool, and I'd rather be looking straight at the camera when I can. But this was a necessary evil today, and so I put the phone there. I did have a couple of times when I was trying my best to get through what was coming off the top of my head. And then a loud car drove by and messed everything up. And then this lady walked out of the door right next to me and threw stuff in the mailbox, which was really, really loud. I ran into David Saylors when I was finished. He's a photographer friend that was downtown. And I was telling him about what happened. He said, well, you should just put that in as bloopers. And I was like, okay, bloopers. I hadn't thought about that. So you can let me know a couple of things. In the comments, you can let me know what you think about the video in general, especially this having to look down at the camera shot all the way through. And you can let me know if you want to see more bloopers, because believe me, I have a lot of them. And with that, we will see you tomorrow.